Hey guys, welcome back to another video tutorial. In this video we're going to discuss all about how you can create a tour and travel based website using HTML, CSS and also JavaScript. So let's look at the project that we're going to create it. I'm going to refresh my page. As you can see, the text is coming from the left side and appear in the center of the page, and this is also image slider. It is changed after 5 seconds. After completing the whole slides, then the text also will coming from the left side and appear in the center of the image slider. In a minute you need to wait. As you can see, the second slide and have a text. The next one is have a search where you want to find the location, destination, duration, and you can search the particular country. Have also sticky nearby, as you can see. And the next one is about a section, the popular tours. When you hover the mouse on particular image, you are able to see the particular country name, days, and number of users, and have a same thing, have a label of the particular price of the particular country, right? So have a cool features. I'm going to refresh my page. As you can see, the numbers is counting from a low to high number, right? Now next one is have a slider, and it is also changed every 5 seconds, and this is video background, and have a same thing but different countries, different places inside the Italy, Europe, and have a country names. Have a same thing but inside they have a France, right? Have a country names. So this is a blog. When you hover the mouse on a particular area, the overlay effect has been changed, means it is appear top to bottom. And have a reviews. You can change the reviews by clicking the mouse, and this is a photo, right? So I go to top. Also you can change the slider with the help of mouse clicking. Let's check it now inside the responsive mode. So when you hit the small screen size like that, click on that. Those are menus. Also I will check it without responsive mode to display the menus. As you can see, click to inspect element. Let's look at that. Click on that, as you can see, right? And have a same slider. So it is cool website, right? So I will teach you how you can create that using HTML, CSS and also JavaScript. So yeah, right now as you can see, and when you hit the small screen size, as you can see. So I'm going to close my project, and I need to open my code editor. Inside that I need to make everything from scratch. So let's create that. I'm going to create a CSS folder, and also we need to create a JS folder. Inside the HTML I need to use basic structure of the HTML, and I need to add the title, responsive tour and travel website, just like that. And yeah, I will create a script.js inside the JS folder. Also I need to create a style.css inside the CSS folder, right? So we need to include that inside the HTML document, and we need to add the script, right? Cool. So the next one is I will use the font of Ikson icon. So I'm going to use Syrian font of Ikson, like that. Open the first one link, and then you need to get the Syrian link, and you need to add that inside your HTML file. So in a minute, what happened on there? Font away some Syrian add. I don't know why it doesn't. Yeah, it's working in the private browser, so I'm gonna get that and I'm gonna include it. That's the next one is I'll use Super.js. It is a library which you use to display the slider. So I'm gonna use Super.js, just like superjs.com, or you can use google.com, and inside that you need to use Super.js. Open that and click to get started. Inside that you need to get the one link like that, paste it. The next one is you need to get the escape file and you need to paste it inside that, right? So this is our project structure. The next and final one is Google Fonts. So I'm going to close that and open my personal browser and I'm going to use Google Fonts. Open the first one link and then you need to add the I'm going to add in a minute. I'm going to check that. Yeah, I have so I'm going to remove all of the fonts. So the first one is I'm going to use pop-ins, and the pop-ins I'm going to add the 400 and yeah 400 and 500 and 600, right? And also I need to add another fonts like Roboto. Oh, I'm going to use Ubuntu. Ubuntu is best. And the Ubuntu I'm going to get that will be 500, 400 and also 700. Yeah, so I'm going to click on that, click to import. You need to get that and you need to go on style.css based on that, right? So those are our folders: CSS, JS, and also have images. Inside the images folder have a bunch of images that we're gonna use it inside our website, right? So yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Hey guys, let's talk about how you can create a utility classes. But before creating a utility classes, I need to add the two files inside the first one is inside the CSS folder, the next one is a JS folder. So inside the CSS I will create a responsive .css file. Inside that I will use the responsive code, and the next one is I will create another file inside the JS folder. This will be Super.js because inside that I'll use Super.js code, right? So I'm going to close the files and I need to open my style.css. So I need to create a variable. So inside the variable I will use primary color. So I need to open my MD file and get that and paste the first one color. The white color, the light gray color, and this will be DD, and final one is blue color, right? But before using that I need to include the CSS responsive file, and also after the Super.js file I need to add it script Super.js. So in the style.css, the next one is I need to use reset property to reset all of the things: padding 0, margin 0, box sizing, border box, and font family I'm gonna add it pop-ins, sans serif. The next is we need to select the HTML and I need to add the font size will be 16 pixels, it's default. And also I'm going to add it a smooth, but I'll leave the smooth scrolling on that. I need to select this one, use before, and also I need to add the position relative inside the ally tag. Then I need to select it, and I'm going to use content will be none. Position I need to use absolute. Top will be 30 pixel. Left will be 0, and width will be 30 pixel. Background will be white. Opacity, first I need to save it, and let's look at that. Yeah, the links underline has been appeared. They have been appeared inside the link, but I will use it percentages, so like that. So okay, this is no, I'm gonna use it with will be 30%, so 100%. Yeah, perfect. But I need to use weight 0 in the starting time. When I hover the mouse, then the also I need to use opacity, and also need to use transition. But before using transition, I need to select nav here ally colon hover colon before. I need to use position, not position. Opacity will be 1 and width will be 100%. In starting time, the weight is 1 or 0%. So sir, let's look at that. Now as you can see, but I need to use transition 0.3 SN. So look at that. So this video is all about header section. In the next video we're going to discuss all about the showcase area. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we're going to discuss all about how we can add the slider inside our showcase area, and also we're going to display the content inside the images. So let's look at that, how we can do that. I go to my code editor. Inside that I have a showcase command start and close. And also I have a style.css. This is the md.details.md file. This is the effect. We will use that inside sweeper.js. So let's look at that. So I'm going to create a man tag. Inside that I'm going to create a slide container class. And inside the slider container I will use sweeper slide. No, I will use the overlay slider slide container, slide content, and also I will use the overlay class. Inside the overlay class I will add the image. This will be first image, so showcase first one, and also I will add the image overlay div. Inside that I will add the class text travel the world with us, span tag cover the world, and finally I will add the with our guide, like that. So this is our first one slide. So we need to get that. Second one slide, third one slide. We need to change the images second, and this will be third. In the third one I will add the just a minute, I'm going to remove this one span tag from there, and also remove space span tag there, and I'm going to add it with traveler span tag like that, and get it. So this is our content. We will use it inside our page. So this is image, first one content, second image, third image, and some content. So let's move on the CSS to manage it. So I go to style.css. In the style.css we need to select the man tag, and the man tag we need to use position relative and use top will be 0, left will be 0. We need to use width will be 100%, height also 100%. So and look at that, right? But I think I need to save it once again. Right now I'm able to see the menus right now, but I need to select my header tag. In the header tag I need to add the position. This time I'm going to use absolute, and I use top will be 0, left will be 0, and I will use z index 6, and also I need to use z index 0 on that. So look at that, but I think I will add the width and height on there, 100%, height 100%. So right now everything is cool. So this is our first image, second, and so on and so forth. So the next and very important thing is I need to select my super class, but we need to add the super class as well on there. So super, this will be super class, and this is super super slide, super wrapper, and this will be super slide class. So we need to get this one class and paste on each slide. So those content is coming from my this one library, right? So save CSS, and look at that. Right now as you can see, you can't see other images because we need to fix that using JS. So in the JS, but before using JS I need to add few things inside our CSS. So we need to select the sweeper class, and I need to define the height will be height 100 VH, and first we're going to save it. Right now the 100 VH only. The next and important thing is I need to select the slide container. I think I have a slide container class, slider container, so I'm going to use slide container. So I need to select it, and I'm going to use it, width will be 100%. Then I'm going to select same class, but this time I'm going to select my images. It will be 100%, height also 100%, and object width will be cover, right? So save. And the next and very important thing is you can't see right now the content inside the page, so I need to select my image overlay there, and we need to use position absolute. So, and you can't see the content right now, but we need to use left will be, but before using left I'm going to use z index 5. So right now I can't see. Okay, I'll use left 50%, top will be 50%, and I'm going to use text align with center, width will be 100%, and font family I'm going to add it Ubuntu. So, and yeah, it's appear in the left side, but I will use transform translate. Let's translate negative 50%, comma negative 50%. It should be display the center of the page right now, as you can see. Right. So let's fix the image overlay, and I'm going to use font size of the paragraph 1 ram, letter spacing I'm going to use 8 pixel, color will be white, and I will select the image overlay H2. I'm going to use font size 5 ram, color white, and text transform I will display it as uppercase, letter spacing 8 pixel, and first we're going to save it, and let's look at that. Alright, now as you can see image, content, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I need to check it now. Overlay effect. So let's add the overlay effect inside our slider. But before using slider, I need to select this one, class overlay, and I need to use position right here. Then I need to select the overlay colon after, and I'm going to use content will be none. Position, I need to use absolute because I have used the position relative on that. So I need to use top, 0 left, 0 width 100%, height also 100%, and also I will use background RGBI 0.4 space. So, and look at that, right? So the overlay effect is appear on each slide because I've used the overlay class on each slide like that, as you can see. But this time you can't see another slide because we need to work on the JS to manage it, right? So let's move on the CSS, and we can add the keyframe to animate the text. Write the animation name, animate, and 0%. I'll use transform, translate X, translate, transform, 0%, transform, translate X means left or right. I'm going to use negative 50%, and opacity I will use 0. Then I'm going to get that, and I'm going to add it. It will be 50%. In the 50% I will use the opacity, I'll leave this, I will use 0.2. get that. 75%, no, I will use 70%, and the 7% I will use 5%, and finally I will use 100%. Opacity will be 1, and I will get that, paste on it, and I will use negative 0%. Right, so you can't see any changes inside my page because we need to assign that particular name on particular place. So I need to get that, and I'm going to assign this one effect with my paragraph tag, and also I will use the same thing, animation, animate the particular animation name, and seconds I'm going to use for forward. So I'm going to save it. As you can see, refresh my page, the text is coming from the left side and it is appear in the center of the image. Right now I get that, and I'm going to paste it in the heading tag. In the heading tag I will use also transition all 0.5 as an out. So, and look at that, refresh page, refresh page. So let's work on the JS to manage these slides, right? Means you can change the slides with the help of Super.js. So I already mentioned the classes like super slides, super wrapper, super, and those classes coming from my this one CDN as Super.js library. So let's do that. So I'm going to create a variable super create object, write any name, and is super, select your particular class name super, and select your object, right? But we need to add the comma on that. So you need to use properties, slide preview column, I'm going to add 1, and effect I will use creator, and I have a creative effect details on there, so I'm going to get that, paste on there, but we need to use comma on that, right? So the next and is I'm going to use loop string, and in direction I will use will be horizontal. So and look at that, and as you can see, but I want to display those slides every 5 seconds. It will change the text and it will change the content. So I go to my this one file, so I'm going to use auto play and delay 5000 means 5 seconds, and also I'll use speed 400, and also I'm going to use speed colon 400, and I need to use a space between 100. So and wait 5 seconds, and I think it should be displayed the next one slide right now, as you can see. Right, so those classes coming from in a minute I'm going to show you the super.js, right? The super.js, and open the link, and you need to select get started, and you will get those classes right now inside this one page right now. As you can see, this is your main container. You need to add the class super. The next one is super wrapper. Inside the super wrapper you need to add the slides classes like super slides. So I use same things inside my project like that: super wrapper, super slides, right? So I hope you understood as well all about how you can add the slides and how you can add the content inside your slide. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Hey guys, let's talk about how we can create a location section inside our showcase area. So I go to my code editor and we get the comment paste, and I'm going to use it. Search location, this will be start and this will close. Inside that I'm going to create a section and assign the ID is location search. Then I'll use container, which is to display the content in the center of the page, right? And inside that I will create a form wrapper. Inside the form wrapper I will use form tag, leave the action. Inside the form I will use input field, place order as where to. I'm going to use class form control. After that I will use select tag, and I'll leave the other attribute, just use class form control. Inside the select tag I will use destination, and no, inside that I'll use options and assign the variable destination, and also use destination inside that. The next one is write the country's name, Greece, London, Maldives, Paris. After that I will create another section, but I will use same thing. Inside that I will use the destination to duration, and also I need to change that. This is day 1, and I'm going to use 1 day 2, and this will 4 days, and this will 7 days 2. Also I will add the tour text as well. Last and final one is 7 plus dash, right? So I will get those text and paste it inside the value. It doesn't matter to assign that inside the value, but it is best practice to add those content inside the value. Sometimes you will get those content with the help of value in any other languages like a server side or React, Node.js. So you will use those things to display the dynamic data using values attribute. So I'm going to save it, and as you can see, my content is the center of the page. Right now, as you can see, this is my logo line, and here's the content. So let's work on the CSS to. So I'm going to use search style, search plus. So we need to select the first as our location, main ID. Inside that I will use transform translate y, means I want to move the content on the top of my this one area. So I will use transform translate y and assign the 170% negative value. So, and look at that. The content like so. And let's look at that. I go to element, and this is the header. So when I scroll down, as you can see, the sticky class has been appeared inside the header, so we're going to use it to display the background, right? So I go to style.css, so I go to top on my page, and we need to select my, it is my header like that, that sticky, and I'm going to use background like this one. Fact, right, as you can see. But also we need to add the position with fixed, because I want to fix the, as you can see, right? And right now, as you can see guys, so our sticky menu has been ready. If you want to add the transition, so you can do that transition 0.3 SS and out, so right now, as you can see, right? So I hope you understood as well all about that. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Let's work on the popular tour. So here is a demo. When I hover the particular link, then the text is coming from down and display in the top, right? And also have our effect. So this is my project that we are going to creating inside the tutorial, right? So let's move on the code editor, and I'm going to select my HTML index.html file. So I'm going to get that, and I'm going to paste 2 times, and I'm going to use it. Choose your place. Start close. And that, right? So write the section, assign the ID, choose place. I'm going to use container to display the content in the center. I'm going to use paragraph, choose your place, and I'm going to use h2. I'm going to use popular tours, right? Yeah. Then I'm going to add the choose wrapper class. Inside that I will display the image left side and also right side image. In the left side image have a large, in the right side have an image small. So as you can see, small, and this will be large, so I need to add that. So I'm going to image left side class. Inside that I'm going to add img lg img. Inside that I'm going to add the image Maldives 1, like that. After that I will use the image content class. Inside that I will use h2 and write the text Maldives tours. So right now, as you can see, so also I need to add this is the image left side, so I need to get that and paste second time. So this will be image right side. In the right side I need to add the Italy, so and have Italy image like that. And inside that I need to change the Italy tours like that. So and go to style.css. So let's work on that. In the style.css I need to copy just a minute. Choose place. So I'm going to select my choose place ID like this one. Inside that I need to make a space top and bottom, so I'm going to use padding 6 rem and 0 to make a space or top content and or this one content. And also I will add some classes, but before using classes we need to work on the choose wrapper. So I'm gonna divide the columns, display grid template column. The first column is size is 2FR, the second one is a 1FR. So and look at that, 2FR, 1FR. Then next one is I'm gonna add the grid gap to make a space, right? Then I need to select my IMG. Inside that I'm going to use position relative because I will display the overlay effect inside that, right? Then I need to select the IMG column before. I'm going to use content none. Position I need to use absolute, top 0, left 0, width 100%, height also 100%, and I'm going to use background RGB 0.5, and we're going to save it, and let's look at that. Right, as you can see, when I hover the mouse on the particular link, but I need to add the transition, right? So yeah, I will add the transition all 0.5s. and also I'm going to use cursor pointer, and look at that. But I think I need to see why I can't affect on that. LG image position relative all 0.5s. In a minute. Okay, I will add many other things inside there. So this will be before, LG image before, and select it. And it's how effect also as well. I'm going to use transform, translate. No, I will use the scale 1.0. Right, cool. As you can see, right, and I hover the mouse. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, I will use the width will be 100%, height will be 96% because I will match the images size. So and look at that, right? And I want to display those content in the center of the image, so I need to select the image content there, inside there. Where is image content, like this one? So I need to select it, and I'm going to use image content. I'm going to use position is absolute, and I'm going to use bottom 20 pixels is best. So and look at that, right? And yeah, I need to work on the h2 tag which is appeared inside the content area, and I'm going to use padding 0 and 2 rem to left and right. Also I will use color white. So look at that, right? Don't focus on that, we're gonna add the classes inside there, right? So yeah, I think that's perfect on there, but I need to add in a minute. I need to add few classes inside the choose places. The first one is this one, hiding normal text. The popular tours, I'm gonna add it, but I need to remove that and use the span tag and paste on there. Inside the heading tag, I'm gonna use class headings. In the span tag, I'll leave that. So and look at that, right? So in the next video, we're gonna discuss all about how we can display the hidden content and how we can add the label. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Hey guys, welcome back. Let's work on the hidden content. When I hover the mouse on the particular link, then the hidden content has been appeared inside the image like that, and also have a label. So I'm going to close this one, and inside that I need to go on my index.html page, and this is the image content. After the h2 tag, you need to create a hidden content class. After that, you need to create a span tag. Use I means class fa clock. This is icon, and after the icon or I tag, you need to use the text 10 days. Get that, and this will be 12 plus, and this icon is fa user like that, and the last and final one is fa location dot, and this will SML these. Right, so we're gonna use same thing, copy and paste on there. Inside that I need to add the save, and look at that, the content has been appeared inside the image. So I need to select the hidden content, and we need to fix a few things. The first one is we need to add the same padding like this one, because I also add top and bottom 0.5 because I need to make a space. Hidden content, okay. 0.5 right now, and then I need to add color white, and this time I want to hide that, means I don't display that. When I hover the mouse on the image, then I want to display those content. So I need to use translate. First we're gonna save it, and I'm gonna share it with you right now, as you can see, but we need to hide that. So I need to use translate. This time I'm going to use Y means top and bottom, and I'm going to add 120% of save, and you can't see right now the content, but when I hover the mouse, so it should be displayed. So let's do this. So where you hover the mouse, I will hover the mouse on img hover, and I'm going to use hidden content, translate y0, so and look at that, right? But also we need to add the transition inside where transition of 0.3s 5 SI now, but I want to display those content from bottom. Okay, I will use 0% star. No, it doesn't work right now. In a minute I'm going to check that. Colon hover, hidden content 0, translate Y. Okay, I think translate Y, translate content. Okay, right now as you can see, guys, this is my mistake. So let's work on the label right now. So we need to create a simple div after the hidden tag. After the hidden content div, you need to create after the in a minute image content. After that I will create a price level, and I'm going to add the price inside the paragraph tag $2.5, and I'm going to get that. This is the image content. After that you need to paste that save, and yeah, I'm able to see the content is appeared inside that. So I need to select my price label tag, price label, and I'm gonna use background color will be white, and I'm gonna add the padding top and bottom 0.5 and left and right 1 rem. I need to use position absolute because I need to move that in the top of my image right side. So I'm gonna use top will be 50% of 50 pixels and right is 0. So look at that, right? And also I want to rotate that, so I'm going to use transform rotate negative 90 degree. So look at that, right? So the next yeah, it's perfect. So next one is we need to create another row wise. So in a minute I'm going to check that where I need to make the choose wrapper row wise. So yeah, choose wrapper. After that I'll use row wise. So create a div row wise image, and inside that I need to use same thing that we have used on earlier, like this one. Get that, paste on there, but we just changed a few things like fonts, and do you want to change this will be France 1, and the price is 400, like that. And the next is grease, so I need to get the algae image, paste it, and this will be grease 1, and this is grease, and the price is 500, like that. And this is fonts, this is a grease, and final and last thing is get that, and I need to change the image is Canada 1, this will be Canada and 10 days 12 days and so on so far. You can write any text as you want. So sir, and look at that. Right, cool, everything is the same, but we need to work on the CSS. Just change the few things row wise. So we need to select the row wise content, and inside that we just use the display grid template column, repeat 3 columns and 1 FR, and I'm going to use grid gap to save, and look at that, right? So I hope you understood as well all about that. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Hey guys, let's work on the static numbers like that. When I refresh my page, number is counting from low to high number, right? So we're gonna work on that. So I'm gonna close it, and this is our project. So I go to my index style.css, but before working on that I need to work on the little bit of level to make a space. So yep, I'm going to select my hidden content item, and I'm going to use padding 0.2 RAM, 0.2 RAM, 0 and 0. So look at that. right space, and I'm gonna get that and I'm gonna paste it after that. So let's move on the static counter. So static counter numbers, this will be start and this will be close. Inside that I'm gonna add the ID to create a section. ID is static counter, like that. Use container to display the content center. Static wrapper class. Inside that I'm gonna add it static icons. Inside that I will I'm going to use transform translate negative 50% because I want to display my content center of the page. So top will be 50%, left 50%, width will be 100%, and yeah, first we're going to save it and let's look at that. Right now I can't see the content, but I need to add text align center. So okay, yeah, and also need to use color white. So right now I can't see the content, so yeah, in a minute I'm going to check that. Negative 50%, transform translate absolute, video content, video PG, position relative, just a minute, okay, I will use relative on that, then it should be displayed. Yes, it's appear inside the background, right? And then the next one is I need to select the h2 tag. Now it's font size 2.5 mm, letter spacing I'm going to use 4 pixel, color is also white, and font family I'm going to change it Ubuntu, and margin bottom to make a space 1 rem. Then also I need to select the video content, and I'm going to select the span tag. In the span tag I need to increase the font size of the icons, so 1.1 rem is best, I think. So right, cool, just a minute, I'm going to refresh my page. Right, perfect. And I will use margin to make a space, so I'm going to use margin 0 and 1.5 rem is best, left and right. Right, cool, but I will increase the font size 1.2 rem is best. Yeah, perfect. I think I need to work on the responsiveness, but I will use responsive, and I'm going to select video, and I will drag that because I need to set the time. So I'm going to get that and paste it. In the small screen size I just change the 2 rem and letter spacing 2, and in the font where some size is 1 rem, unlike this one. So save and go to small screen size. Yeah, it's perfect right now, as you can see guys, but I need to decrease the 4 rem space. Hey guys, welcome back. Let's look at that, how we can add this one slider and content, and also we're gonna add same slider but left side, and in the right side we're gonna display the content. Right, so let's go to the project, and I'm gonna close responsiveness or responsive file, and inside that I need to write the comment. The comment is travel countries start. This will close. By the ID section ID is travel countries. By the container, and I'm gonna add the same class or same content that I used on top. So I need to copy that because I need to save the time and paste it, right? And inside that I need to use most popular. This one is most popular popular, and this will be travel countries. So look at that, right? So the next one is content and heading text. So after that I will use comment. This will be Italy, so I will use travel countries wrapper class. Inside that I will use countries content. After that I will use the h2, and inside that I will add the class, but before using class I'm going to add Italy here, and inside the heading one I'm going to use secondary heading. This is my class, that is utility class. The next one is content, so I'm going to get this one content, and I'm going to use paragraph tag and paste it. Inside that I need to use class lead, right? So and open the browser, look at that content, and some content is appear inside there, right? So yeah, I need to add those countries and also button, so let's do that. So inside the countries content, so I need to add URL, and I'm going to use country name. Inside that I will use ally tag, high tag, and I will use alpha location dot, and inside the ally I'm going to write the country name. So right, so this is our first one. The second one is I'm going to use another country name, another country name. So after adding the three ally tags, so I'm going to get that and paste the second time, and the second time I will add another country names, once, and I'm going to use same thing, right? But also we need to change, no, I will leave the same icon, right? So and the next, and here first. After completing those content, after the URL tag I'm going to add the button tag. Type is button, and I'm going to add the class btn primary btn. This is my utility class. So inside that I need to use all tours, and also I will add the icon alpha arrow, right? So save and open that. Right now our content and our button, right? So next and very important thing is slider. But before using slider I need to fix the designing on this one area, because I will use the slider on later. This time I need to design that, right? So let's do that. I'm gonna write the comment. The comment is travel countries start. Close. Select your ID like this one, and you need to add it and use padding top and bottom 6 random left and right 0. Then you need to select travel countries wrapper class. So inside the wrapper class, like in a minute I will show you, like this one I will divide the columns. So this is our first one column. After that I will create another column or another div, right? So this time I'm going to use the display grid to divide the columns, grid template columns, and I'm going to use 2 FR on the left side and 3 FR in the right side. Width will be 100%, and I need to use grid gap to them to make a space, right? Then I need to select countries, content, UL tag. So I need to remove the list style top num, and I need to use display flags, align item center, justify content will be space between, and also I will add the margin top and bottom to make a space left and right 0. So first we're gonna save it and let's look at that, right? So this is the divided. In the right side we're gonna add the slider, right? The next and very important thing is countries content. So first we're gonna save it. What happened? I need to select the countries content. Just a minute. 2FR, 3FR with 100% countries. Okay, that's my mistake. So countries content. So perfect right now, as you can see. So I need to add the space. So I need to select the countries content, and I'm gonna use margin top and bottom. No, I'm gonna use margin top 1 rem 2 rem. So this is the space of the top, and after that I need to select my ally tag, and I'm gonna use margin 1.5 rem top and bottom left and right 0 to make a space of our this one area, right? And also I will add the space. Yeah, it's perfect, but I need to add the space of H2 is best. Yeah, I don't need to add the space. So it's perfect for this time. In the next video we're going to discuss all about how we can add the slider and how we can manage that. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Let's add the slider in the right side of the content, like this one area. So I need to make a slides, make a class, but remember that this is appear inside my travel countries wrapper class. So inside that I will use the class slider content wrapper. Inside that I will use the same thing that I used on top of my page, like this one, carousel, like this one. So I'm gonna get that because I need to save that time. But before using that I need to use sweeper wrapper class. Inside that we need to paste it, and we need to change the images. First we're gonna save it, and inside this one sweeper wrapper class I need to use sweeper 3. We need to change the name, right? And this is sweeper slide, and also we need to change few things, like write the different countries names. So let's add this will be Rome, and I'm going to change the image is most home, and the package is we need to remove this one content, and also I need to go on my top because I have used this one content like this one. So I need to get that, and we need to paste it because I need to save the time, right? So right there. So this will be 3 days and 10 days plus. This is the Rome or Italy, you go right, and the price is label price is 1.15. So and we need to get this one slide, right, and we need to paste it many times and we need to change the names of the countries. The next one is wines. This is also Italy, and we need to add the country name like there. Wines. And for this, add people, price, and so on. And I need to get third time. In the third time, I need to change the country name is most popular. This one, and I'm gonna use Puglia. And the countries 4 days, 5 days, I mean 5%. And this is also Italy, and the price is 1,750. Yeah, and I need to get that, and we need to change the name of the country is one Pharma 7 days, and add plus this is also Italy, and 1,000, like this one. So yeah, it's perfect. So I need to get that, this one, and paste the another time, and I need to change the image name star 9 days, 10 plus days, or 10 plus users, and I need to 3,000. I just use 350. First we're gonna save it, and let's look at that. Right now, as you can see, but it doesn't work right now because we need to work on the JS. So I need to go on the super.js, so I need to get same thing like this one, but I need to add it. This is 3, this is 3. How many slides you want to display that? I want to display the 2 slides, and so in the small screen size is 1 and 762, and also this 2. Right, and finally, and last thing, I need to add that. First we're gonna save it, and right now I can't see proper the slider, so I need to fix that by using CSS. In the CSS I need to add the effect, like oval effect, means I need to use the, in a minute I'm gonna share with you where it is. I need to select my this one class. In a minute I'm gonna share with you, like this one, no, like this one, I need to select it, and I need to use our fellow is hidden. So, and right now as you can see, guys, right, so yeah, it's also responsive. You can, this is responsive, but we need to fix this one later. Right now as you can see, and 2 slides, but I need to add, as you can see, this is 1 slide, but I will divide that later, right? So yeah, I will use the margin 0.5 and left and right to make a space of my ally tag. This is not there, and first I'm going to save it, and I'm going to check that where is my ally tag, ally tag. Select it, ally tag, the left hand is 0.5 and yeah, perfect right now. So I hope you understood as well all about that. So in the next video we're gonna display same thing, but in the right side we're gonna display the content, in the left side we're gonna display the content and images. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Hey guys, welcome back. Let's work on the another section to display the France, Europe countries and also names and sliders like this one. So this is appeared in the left side and content appear in the right side. So what I need to do on there, I need to go on my code editor and I'm gonna share with you how you can manage that. So I'm gonna collapse it. So this is the actually, I'm gonna write it actually close. After that you need to create another blog start class. Right, so I need to select that, and I'm gonna add the background blue color. First we're gonna save it, and also we need to add the padding top and bottom to make a space 6 rand and 0. First we're gonna save it. Where it is right now I can't see, but I will I'm gonna check my variable what happened here. It's empty, so I'm gonna add the codes hash 0f2454. so just a minute, I'm gonna reopen that and it should be displayed perfectly. Yeah, it's up here right now, as you can see. The next one is I need to get those slides and paste it inside my travel blog, but we need to change the images and many other things. So I go to my top, and in the top I need to get the, just a minute, I'm going to check that. Where is the 3 slides? Super tool, like this one. So I need to get this one, complete content, and we need to paste it inside there. Right, just paste it, save, and this is my other content, and this is my blog. Right now, as you can see, no, this is my blog, and this is a completed blog, but this is a blog. When I paste the content, and it's look like display this one, and we don't need to add another features inside that. We just change the images and also content. So let's do the how we can change the content and images. So I need to go on my top, and the top I need to change the images. So yep, this will be travel blog 1, right? And also I'm going to change the title, but I don't need that, like this one. And then I'm going to use tours, and so I'm going to use that. This is my blog image content, and I'm going to change that h2. In just a minute, I'm going to change a few things inside there, because I will change this is super wrapper. After that I will create a super slide, so I'm going to change blog, right? So this is my new name of the class, and then I'm going to change another class name like a blog img overlay, because I will assign the different style inside that, and this will be blog image content, right? So this is our tours. Then I'm going to use p class will be lead, and I'm going to use small group tours with flights from USA. So I will use the same thing like this one, but I'm going to change that 5 December. So I'll get that, get and get that. So we need to remove those content, so because we need to add those content. This one, get that, paste it, and just change the second one image name. And also you need to change the content if you want to do this. I'm going to change that. This will third, yeah, and I'm going to change it 27. Right now this will for and after that I will change the last one image, right? So this is 4, 3, 4, 5, and also I will add the 6 as well. So 6, this one. So look at that, right? So let's work on the CSS to manage that. So I go to my CSS, started CSS, and inside that I need to use, first we're going to use blog h2, and I'm going to use color will be white. So right now as you can see, and then I need to select the blog. I'm going to use position to right here, and then I need to select the blog, hover effect, colon before. I'm going to use content none, position absolute, top 0, left 0, width 100%, height also 100%, and we need to add the background as RGB 0.5 is best, like this one. And also I'm going to use cursor pointers. So and look at that, right? And also I need to add the what? First we're going to select the blog image overlay, and I'm going to use weight will be 100%. Then I need to select the content. In a minute I select blog, hidden content, crucial. In a minute I'm going to check my class name. I didn't use the class name on there, but yeah, I will fix that on later. This time I'm going to check that to content is appear inside the image, so I need to use blog image content, and I want to use position is the absolute, and bottom I'm going to use 20 pixel. So right, and then what is the next thing I need to add? That I will use blog image content. So I'll use background RGB RGB 0. I'm going to change the at with 100%, and I will use the padding 2 rem 1 rem. Also I'll use the transition all 0.3 SA, and also first we're going to save it. Look at that. I will use the transform, translate Y, and this one negative 50%, and I'll use color will be white. It's best. When I hover the mouse on the blog, then blog image content will move down. So I'm going to use transform, translate Y 0%. First we're going to save it, and now as you can see, right? And also I need to add the transition to move it slowly, right? So I use the transition 5, but I'm going to choose 5 is best. Yeah, it's perfect, but I will, it is also slide right now as you can see. And final one is I will select this pen tag. So I'm going to select the blog image content H2 span tag, and I'm going to use color will be premical. So Spentec, where it is. In a minute I'm going to check that. Blog image content H2. Okay, it doesn't appear on there, so I don't need that. So let's select the blog price level, and I'm going to change that transform or rotate 0 degree. Right. So it is also responsive. We don't need to make it as a responsive because I have used the same class inside there that I have used on my this one area, right? So let's move that. Perfect, perfect, and it is also perfect right now, as you can see. Right, if you want to use the CSS to make it as a small, or you can change a few things inside that, so you can do that, but I'm gonna leave it. And but I will block image content. Yeah, I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna open it, and I will decrease the size. Block 10 is best, and this one is best. So in the smallest screen size it should be displayed, and also I will right, cool. Right, so I hope you understood as well all about how you can add the travel blog slides and how you can add the content. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Hey guys, welcome back. Let's look at that how we can add a testimonial slider like this one. Behind the slider have an image, and this is have a parallax effect inside the image. So I'm going to close my complete project, and this is my currently project. So we're going to work on the testimonial slider, right? So inside that we need to create a write the section, assign the ID is testimonials, right? I write the container, and I'm gonna get the headings like this one, and I'm gonna paste it inside that. I need to change, I'm gonna leave this one, and also I will use only like this one, travel experience without spend tag, because I don't need that. After that I will use testimonials wrapper, and I'm going to use sweeper wrapper class. After that I will use testimonials content, and yeah, I will use paragraph tag and assign the class lead. Then I will get that content from there, because this one content, I think this content size is 1140, right? So after that I will add the icon class fa solid fa quota left, and I'll get that, and this will be white. So after that I will add the image, right? So this is a paragraph. After that I will add the image, test image img image, and 04, this one .png, right? After the image I will display the reviews stars. So I'm going to use icons class fa solid fa star. 5 stars, right? Then I need to add the, inside that I'm gonna add the name also, Nolan, right? And this paragraph, class is guest, and I'm gonna use guest. So this is our first one section, but we need to add 2 more sections. So this is our section, so we need to work on the CSS to design that, right? So let's do that. I'm gonna use testimonial. First we're gonna get the testimonial ID, paste it, and I'm gonna use padding top and bottom 6 times, left and right 0, and I will use weight 100% because I will use the background URL image, and this image will counting numbers, no repeat, center cover, and center. Position is not position. I need to use background attachment is fixed because I will use the parallax effect. So behind the image have a background image like this one. So yeah, select the testimonial, and we need to select the headings, but we need to add the headings. No, I have a heading, so I need to select it, and I'm going to change the color will be white. So right now this is the heading, right? Don't worry, we will add the overlay effect, little bit of overlay effect. So let's select the testimonial, but I need to check that testimonial wrapper. But before selecting that, I'm gonna select testimonial wrapper. I need to add the super slide, this one, and I need to get that second time, third time. In the second time, in the second time I need to change the image is file, right? And also I'm going to change the name, ready, and in the final one is I'm going to change the image is 6, right? So image slider, so it's super slider, so save, and right now you can't see any changes inside that because we need to work on the CSS and also a little bit of JavaScript to manage that. So in the CSS, but I also open the JavaScript with super.js, so I need to get the same thing, paste it, and this will be 4, and I need to add the super where it is super wrapper, this will be super 4. So copy it, and we need to paste it inside that. I want to display one slide, and I don't need to make a space. One slide like that, right? So as you can see, right? So yeah, I need to save the CSS file, and the CSS file we need to work on the testimonial wrapper. Inside that I need to use overflow heading because I want to display only one slide, and I'm going to use RGB 0.8, opacity, color is white, and I want to make a space, so I'm going to use padding top and bottom 2 rem, left and right 6 rem to make a space. So right, and yeah, then I select the testimonial wrapper I, and the I will use color will be primary color. Then I need to select the paragraph tag. I'm going to use text align with center, so right, have a quote, and have some split content, but I need to use test image, and I'm going to use display flex, align item center, justify content center, and also I need to select the test image img width will be 20%, and I will use object fit cover, and I will use space top and bottom 1 rem left and right cell. Right now, as you can see, right, and yeah, I need to work on this CSS justify content space between align HTML center. Select the social icons, I tag. In the I tag I will use background bar, primary color, and color is white. I will make a space all sides, so I'm going to use padding 0.5 rem. Font size I will use 1.3 rem, and I'm going to use space top and bottom 1 and left and right 0. Border radius I will use 50%. Cursor is pointer. Yeah, it's perfect. So look at that. So let's work on this one area. So this is the about dot lead. Just a minute. Like this one. So in the lead I'm going to use font size. I'll decrease the font size because this is my utility class, so I'm going to use 0.95 rem. I'm going to use margin top to make a space 1 rem. So to make a space right now, let's work on the links UL tag. I'm going to use display. Let's just start up none to remove the bullets. Then I select the links UL ally tag. I'm going to use margin all side 1 rem, and I'm going to change the font size. It's 1 rem as well. Select the anchor links, and in the anchor link I will change the color, will be white. First we're gonna save it and let's look at that. Right, so let's work on the final one is subscribe. So select the subscribe lead. This is also same class, but inside that I'm going to change the font size, and also I'm going to use letter spacing is 1. Then I need to select the font tag because I will display the button inside my input field, so I'm going to use position relative inside the form. Then I need to select the subscribe input field, and I'm going to use width will be 100%, outline is none, border I will use 1 pixel solid light gray, and I'm going to use padding top and bottom 6 rem, left and right 1, border radius is 5 pixel, margin top to make a space 1 rem. So right now, so I want to move this one button inside the input field, so I've used the position relative inside that. Then we need to select this subscribe button, so I need to use display block. I need to use position is absolute. After that you need to use top will be 30%, right I will use 4%. I'm going to use padding 0.5 rem and 1.5 rem is left and right. Outline is none, border also none, and I'm going to use border radius 5 pixel is best, and I'm going to use background with primary color. So, and look at that, but I need to use cursor pointer, so right, and also I need to move this one 35% is best, and I'm going to change the font size 1.2 rem. 1 rem is best, and color is sorry, this color white. So right, so but I need to use 30% top. Yeah, it's perfect. So this is my extension name or extension logo, don't focus on that. And last and final one is, but I need to check my video. Yeah, so this is container, and I'm going to use footer, use and copy 23 OnlineITtuts all rights, and so like that. So, and right now, so the last thing I need to select the footer class. So I'm going to use border top 1 pixel solid was light gray color. First we're going to save it and let's look at that. Yeah, perfect. And inside that I'm going to use padding. No, I'm going to use margin bottom 1 rem. No, I will just a minute. I will select my paragraph tag inside that. Then I will use that. So I'm going to use text align center. First we're going to save it. And I'm going to use padding. 1 rem top and bottom. Left one is 0. Right, cool. And color is white also. So, and yeah, perfect. But yeah, cool. But have a lot of space inside there, so I need to select my, just a minute, I need to reduce the all 3. It's perfect, right? And also I need to select my, just a minute, I'm going to select this one for the wrapper, and I'm going to check that padding top and bottom. I need to use 1 rem to reduce the size of the footer, right? And yeah, I also select the footer content, and inside that everything is perfect. Yeah, so it is completely responsive website, but we're gonna work on our footer section. So in the next video we're gonna work on this one area to make it as a responsive, and we're gonna fix some issues if have any mistake inside our website. So we're gonna try to fix that. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Hey guys, welcome back. Let's work on the footer area to make it as a responsive. So I go to my code editor and I need to open my responsive.css file, and I don't need the super.js, and I'm going to drag that on the right side and I leave this one. So this is a 900 pixel of the media query. Inside that I will use the footer, and I will try to add another media query if I need it, right? So yeah, this is top of my footer area, so I'm going to use footer start. So first of all I need to select the footer content, and inside that I use the grid like this one, repetition 3, but inside that I need to use 2 columns 1 FR, and also I need to select this one as well. And I'm going to use same thing. First I'm going to check that, and first we're going to save it. Let's check it now. Right now as you can see 2 columns, and also have 2 columns inside there. Don't focus on that, we're going to fix that, right? So in the small skin size like this one, we need to change the 2 to 1 column. So I will create but before creating that I will use subscribe. What is the name? Subscribe button like this one. So I'm gonna get that, paste it, and inside that I just need to use top. So I need that. And I will try to use in a minute. Okay, but before working on, I'm going to comment this one this time. and I'll use media max width 645 pixel. Inside that, step number 1, I go to top of my page. I use the HTML font size is 16 pixels, so inside that I'll use 14 pixel. Step number 1. Step number 2, I need to get those content, and I'm gonna paste it, and I'm gonna use 1 save, and look at that, right? And after that, I need to work on this one button, so uncomment that save, and I need to use 25. Yeah, it's perfect, right? And if you want to use the small move to right side, so it's perfect right now, as you can see, guys, right? And the last and final steps is we're gonna work on the headings to reduce the size in the small screen size, right? And also we need to change the color like this one, so where it is, travel blog, so I need to get that. I go to I'll use that color white is best, so, and I think it should be display white color. No, in a minute. Okay, this is a review section, testimonial review, yeah. So is review. Okay, I'll use review. Color white, so yeah, perfect right now, as you can see. Okay, so let's move on our utility classes that we have made on earlier. Means we're gonna work on that to reduce the size of the different skin size. So let's move on our top, and also we need to move on the top of my media key. So I've used the headings, heading is span, so here is heading so yeah, so I'm gonna select this one and paste it inside the 1024. I will use the font size is 2.2 is paste. We'll do that, and also I will select the first. We're gonna save, and we're gonna check that. Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect right now, as you can see, right? So this is the headings, right? And yeah, I think everything is perfect, so I'm gonna check that. Okay, let's open the inspect element, and I'm gonna try to check out the problems. Perfect, and perfect, right, perfect. And this is a slider, I think, yes. Video background, slider, and yeah, it is also slider, testimonial, reviews, footer, and so on and so far. So guys, this is our complete responsive website. So I've used HTML, CSS, and also JavaScript to design that. I have explained you all of the things that I used inside the project. So I hope you understood as well. Thank you very much for watching. If inside the project have any mistake I didn't change or didn't find out on this video tutorial, you can find out and you can fix that. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.